But I'm so happy that I did have a relationship like that with him. I wouldn't want it to change any other way.
What's going on? It's Mark Black, Marley and My Films. So I clicks on ESPN on YouTube. I see that Mike Tyson's on there, and they got a frog as the logo, as the thumbnail. So I'm peeping it, and it's talking about DMT. I'm not too familiar with it, but I remember I think Joe Rogan, he was talking about it on his show a couple times. And long story short, I'm like, let me click on it. What the hell is DMT being talked about on ESPN for? That's what's crazy. That's what throws me off at first. I'm like, okay, Mike Tyson, he's a boxer, ex-boxer, so he was in the sport, so maybe because of ESPN Sports. Then Dan, what's his name? Dang, I forgot his name. What's dude's name? I forgot, but you gonna see this clip. Long story short, it's like it had to be Mike that they put up to this. And I'm saying, I feel like they always trying to get somebody to be the donkey of the day. But not to even say it like that, because supposedly you had this experience with it. So at the beginning, it's like you had this spiritual awakening, da da da. Tell us about it. And Mike ain't saying DMT, so this guy Dan acts like he doesn't know what's going on, like, and all of a sudden he the one mentions the DMT.
I've been told that you were born again, basically, 3 or 4 months ago, that you found a place where, and I'd like you to explain this to me, the toad. I'd like you to explain the toad to me.
Do you understand the toad?
Is it like ayahuasca?
No, it takes you to another level. Ayahuasca is nothing compared to this.
Is it called DMT?
Yes. The toad, and it's in the Sonora Desert and it has a venom in it. And you smoke it. Once I tried it, boom!
It's like, okay, you know more about this drug, motherfucker, than you acting like, like, don't front to us. You might have tried it yourself. But the funniest part about the whole shit is, and what makes it like, damn, these niggas is high. Like, Mike is high. Even though the shit he's saying might be true, let's keep it 100. Like, I don't know. I never tried it. They basically saying it's a hallucination drug, or what's the word I'm looking for? Psychedelic, a psychedelic drug that basically makes you hallucinate, or makes you like just see things on a different level. You know what I'm saying, and it's funny, man, because this nigga Mike is high, and how I know, I didn't even realize until ESPN, you showed the nigga with an L in his hand. This nigga was crying and stuff. I'm like, this dude's getting the emotions out of Mike. Then all of a sudden they show his hand on certain parts. This nigga got a blunt like this, and then the other hand got a lighter, I think. So
until that happened, he was my right hand man from the beginning till he died. I didn't want to let Cus down. He's the only guy that believed in me.
The only guy. When you look back at his love and that discipline, have you had another love like that in your life that felt like that? Because that was the first time you felt cared for.
I love Cus as a father, but Cus is really like a general. And you have to listen to the general. You have to believe everything.
You were a soldier.
You have to believe everything the generals say is right. Can't second guess it.
But do you now look back and be like, I could have gotten a little more compassion here?
I wouldn't have the relationships with my children that I had with Cus. No, I wouldn't do that. But I'm so happy that I did have a relationship like that with him. I wouldn't want it to change any other way.
ESPN letting Mike smoke on ESPN. God damn it, you two better let me smoke this goddamn roach. But yeah, Mike was high. Okay, so like I said at the beginning of the video though, this is on ESPN. They interviewing Mike Tyson. Nobody really tries to give Mike love like that, right? then they're talking about this drug. Then the only person I ever heard talk about it was Joe Rogan. And I even seen Mike Tyson on his show before talking about just smoking weed and stuff. Like, I wonder if it's a conspiracy, like, to promote this drug or to get more people to go to YouTube, or how does this work? Because it's just weird to me that it's something ESPN, Mike Tyson is the one getting interviewed, and then they're bringing this drug to, like, more nationalized. You know what I'm saying? Because Rogan's joint is like, he's known and stuff, but it's YouTube videos. It gets millions of views and all that, but most people won't, a lot of people won't watch that. See, ESPN, that's a whole nother thing. Now it's getting on a broader scale, like, to more people. It's in people's living rooms, on their televisions and all that. So it's just different, man. It's like, it's different. It's different. It's different. Makes you think like it's something up. Like, was it a conspiracy? Like, they putting this together to push an agenda or anything like that? Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it, but you know, these are the kind of thoughts I'll be having sometime. Subscribe to my goddamn channel. We're gonna be doing shit like this all the time. I am Mark Black, and this is Molly and Mind Films.